Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is Donna from Tarot to say thank you to everybody who hit like, share, and subscribe. The channel's growing, and it's because of you. Aries, I could not for the life of me understand why it kept making me read for you. At the end of each read, I will roll a die, and to see what sign to read for next. By the way, it sounds funny because I accidentally bit my tongue, so I sound funny right now. So I was like, why do I keep reading for Aries? What's going on? So I'm going to go over everything. We're going to go over the 4 spreads that we have for you. One of them is a financial one, which makes sense because right now, well, I'll go over your astrology also in a second, where everything is in your chart and why it's happening the way it's happening. Because there is a focus on both money and relationships for Aries folks, especially relationships. And, the the Mercury, retrograde, Mercury is the planet of communication. The planet of communication is going retrograde in your 7th house of partnership. So I get, like, there's a lot of, you've probably been experiencing upsets there. You may not even be talking to the person. That might be, someone may have ghosted somebody. And I'm guessing this all started happening since probably the 7th, because the 7th is when Mercury started his pre-retro shadow. So it entered the shadow on the 7th. And I'll also go over it for anybody who's single or who may be looking for new love. I'm going to go over the dates that it's best to be open to love, open to dating someone new. If you're like me and you want to make sure that you don't pick a bad time where it's going to be crappy communication or anything like that. Because I get it. I'm in the same boat. So Aries, we have reveal your crush's secret fantasy and then seduce them. We have will they call, why didn't they call? We have get rich quick scheme, which actually it's not get rich quick. It's what's going on with your money, basically how to improve the situation. And then there's a relationship spread. And this one, when we go over this is really, I get now why all the focus is on your relationships right now. There's like a ton of major arcana cards. That's big. That's big changes. It could be ending something significant, starting something significant, or taking something to a much higher level. So we'll see what's going on with that. But so we'll get the fluff out of the way now. Reveal your crush's secret fantasy and then seduce them. I know it's such a hokey. It's like your crush's secret sex fantasy and deepest desire. Well, you get the 6 of Grails with the Tarot of the Vampire deck, which is like 6 of Cups. I mean, is it that they want to be with more than one person, or do they want to? Because that's usually the card of giving to 2 people. In this deck, it's a little different, but I mean, it's almost like I interpret it, since it's a different deck. I almost interpret that as like what really, really turns this person on is when it's the environment. It's not specifically anything you do. It's setting the environment, like the music, the lighting, the smells, the everything. Like the environment is what really gets them going. So set the mood, that kind of thing. Seduce, how to make your crush powerless to your charms. Be willing to try anything, because you get the Wheel of Fortune, and this one actually has I don't know if there's someone out there that is gay or lesbian, whatever, because it has on this card, if you look at the flowers, they're all it's like the rainbow almost, the flowers. That's the Wheel of Fortune card in the Tarot of the Vampires. But basically being willing to try anything. Just being really open. Don't be inhibited, which, I mean, I don't think Aries are inhibited anyway. I mean, you're not afraid of anything. Sexy potential, your crush, you and your crush in bed. So basically, the 2 of Grails is like the 2 of Cups. We'll just let the picture do the talking. This is the potential. It looks good, right? Okay, so if there's a secret crush you have, I would say go for it. And at the bottom of the deck is the World card. So it's just, they could be somebody foreign. I don't know. So there is that. And then, will they call? Why didn't they call? The situation. 6 of Wands, both of you are just trying to act like you're winning somehow, or like you've won, like it's not, nothing's bothering you, and you're both, I think, getting attention from other people. People are seeing you. um you're out, I don't know, like this one, it's like the card of victory. The challenge is the Seven of Pentacles. No one is really taking action. They're just kind of standing back and admiring things and looking how far you've come. The advice or action, the Emperor card, it's that the Emperors are that's an Aries card. Take charge. Don't do the whole standing back. Not, somebody's got to take charge. Somebody's got to step up. And the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. That's actually good luck. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Queen of Swords. It's all about communication, clear, honest communication. So if they're too much of a pussy to step up, then maybe you need to make the phone call. Actually, I know somebody who is Moon in Aries, but I don't see them actually having the kahunas to step up. But for the rest of you, take charge, step up to the plate, and don't be afraid. So the get rich quick one, it's why are you currently blocked from financial abundance? And you get the Seven of Pentacles again, and that in this spread, it's not taking action. It's admiring what you have instead of really working on. I mean, most Aries that I know, though, Aries isn't afraid of work. You go out and you get that dime, you get that money. So what some of you all, though, may, for whatever reason, you may not be working hard enough at making the money, making the big money. You're working, but you're not working for the right things or working the right way. What is one lesson you need to learn about money in order to increase your bank account? It's the Moon card. That's confusion. That's disillusion. Not seeing things clearly. You need to get real about it. Get serious about your financial situation. What area of life should you be focusing on in order to increase your income? The Ten of Wands is the card of burden. So whatever is a burden, something is a burden in your life, release the burdens, because money should be able to flow to you. It shouldn't be a burden. You shouldn't see, if it's your job and if your job is a burden, then change jobs. Do something else. Find something that is not so much of a burden, because when it's a burden, you don't enjoy it. And when you're not happy, money is less likely to come to you. What do you need to give in order to receive? Be willing to take a risk. Don't be so safe with, being willing to try something new. How do you help yourself get into wealth mindset? Planning and preparing and realizing that you actually have the world in the palm of your hands. Set plans in motion. Sit down and do a practical plan and take action. Don't just stand there and admire, take action. What fear about money do you need to release? Past disappointments, whatever you've done that hasn't worked out, things you put money into, people and things and situations you put money into, there's going to be disappointments in life. And then you have the Eight of Cups as the bottom of the deck. You walking away from something. This is actually, I almost wonder if you have put money into something or someone, a relationship or something, and you feel disappointed. So you're walking away for emotional satisfaction elsewhere. Which leads us to relationship spread. So how do you feel about them? You get the Hermit card. You feel like just hiding out and taking a break. How they feel about you. You get the Balance card. This is from the fairy deck. I know, I bought a deck. It's a fairy deck. And I've stayed away from it because I always think of fairies and anything to do with them is kind of hokey. But I was willing to take a chance. And it's a little frustrating because instead of saying cups, it says summer. So it's seasons instead of suits. So it's a little weird. And then like balance is patience or temperance. Release is like the death card. Awakening, I forget. Oh, that's awakening is the hangman. So it's just a little weird. I'm trying to get used to it. So how you feel about them? Basically, you're hiding out. You're taking a break. How they feel about you is they're trying to be patient. What you make together, that's the death card. That's big transformation. Now maybe you're transforming each other in some big way. Maybe you've had a very transformational effect on each other's lives. What you most need to know about them is that they're feeling stuck and they're trying to see things from a different perspective. They're feeling stuck right now in a holding pattern. Blocks and difficulties, you get the strength card. Too much the blocks and difficulties in this situation are too much holding back. Somebody is not taking, well, both of you, I guess, aren't taking action. You could be having a budge fest. The best way forward is the justice card, and that's it's almost like, you want to do the right thing. So doing the right thing is not ghosting somebody or deserting someone or blocking them and never speaking to them. And that's just not justice. That's kind of the cowardly way of doing things. So give each other some space, but then after a period of time, somebody's got to step up to the plate and not be a pussy. And I think it's going to be Aries folks are probably going to be the ones to step up to the plate, because your person might be too much of a coward to do it. I don't know. But you get the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and actually the Five of Cups shows up twice. So it shows disappointment in love and disappointment in things that you've put yourself into emotionally. It's the Seven of Cups, or Seven of Pentacles has shown up twice too. What else? I think that's it. Those are and then the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So new chapters in your life, big changes. So whether or not you and this person are meant to be together, let's see. Let's see how you feel about this. If there's a person you've come here to hear about, let's see. How they feel about you. I'm not picking up cards that fly out. It's just they don't want to be part of the reading. I do see the death card, so they might feel like you're kind of chilly. If you have blocked them, so that would make sense. But blocking and not dealing with things, I mean, that's just, it's telling you to do the justice card, do the right thing. Have an adult conversation. Be Queen of Swords, honest, lay it out on the line. So, how do they feel about you? The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is Taurus. That's a Taurus card. Stable, not really taking action. But like that you're, financially abundant or secure, or I don't know, like you have stability, but you don't take action. So what do they think of you overall? And that's the Six of Pentacles. We didn't get that earlier. It was the Six of Wands and the Six of Grails. You got a lot of sixes. Sixes is all about success, bringing things to success. In this case, it's all about things being in equal balance with resources, financial resources. So what do they think of you overall? They may think that they might be blaming you. They might be thinking that you that things aren't equal financially. That maybe, I'm not saying that's the case, because you might say, well, no, it's them. They're the one who's not putting in financially. But I'm just saying that what do they think? That things may be out of balance. That you're not bringing things into balance. What are their intentions with you? To make a judgment call. To speak up and make a judgment call. Maybe to claim you. What are they actually going to do? The World card. And be in their head. Jeez. And weigh their options. And be mentally done. Be mentally exhausted. And yet, be defensive, defend their position, but then also try to fight off competitors. who is this person? At the bottom of the deck, the Hangman again. Just more being stuck, can't take action. Yeah, I think you're going to have to be the bigger person here. The astrology of it. So basically the moon is in your second house resources right now. Like right now. I think it went in yesterday. But basically that's your concerns. Your immediate concerns are money. Now, there's a big focus on relationships with you all. There's a text message that came through from someone or something, and it's not, I'm going to have to get up to clear it because it's going to bug the shit out of me because I can't even see my face. That's so aggravating. All right, so Aries. You've got the Sun, Mars, and Mercury all in your 7th house of partnerships, which means you're probably quarreling with your partner. You're fighting with them. And with Mercury going retrograde in your 7th house, expect there to be miscommunication, misunderstandings, and arguments and fights. One or both of you have blocked. Somebody's blocked somebody. Like with Mars there, I could just see that there's a block. But there's the focus for the next 30 days is going to be on your relationships because that's where the sun is. Whatever house the sun goes through, that's for the next 30 days, for the next month, that's where your focus is. So your focus will be on relationships for 30 days. Then it's going to move to debt, death, taxes, your partner's money, shared resources. And then it goes into the 9th house, then the 10th, career and public image and all that stuff. So right now, the focus is on relationship. It's going to be for the next, 30 days, give or take a couple. That's the big focus. And with the planet of communication going retrograde in your 7th house of partnerships, that's going to cause problems. And then you got Mars there stirring shit up too. Mars causes arguments and fights. It can also be passionate. I mean, it can, because Aries, there's two things that you all are known for. I mean, besides being, very like warrior-like, you're not afraid of anything, fighting and fucking. So Aries energy, that's what you're all about. I mean, you go after what you want, right? So I think this person, I don't know. Well, here, let's do also 6 cards, Donna's Destiny. Who are we reading for next before I forget? And it better not be Aries because, come on, y'all. I mean, I hope I've covered a good amount of stuff here for you. You've got big changes. Leo is next. But yeah, you've got big changes in your relationship situation. It's going to transform in a huge way. And that, there's the Death card down there. And then this is the fairy version of the Death card, but big transformation. And you may decide to end it with this person and just be done. But at least if you need to decide, you all need to decide. I don't know if you might want to hold off on making the decision for the next few weeks and just try to communicate, try to talk. At least someone's got to be clear about it and don't be ghosting each other. That's not the mature way to handle it. All right, so 6 cards, Donna's Destiny cards. Blank cards, like wild cards, anything is possible. You need to open up emotionally. All right, well, it's calling you out for this one. Pay it forward. Apply for the job. So the job thing, if there's something else that you're interested in doing, take a chance on it. Get a reading from myself or someone else. And get a checkup. So, one more card. Okay. Time for a new start. So maybe with this person or someone new. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you. So, for those of you who are open to a new relationship, the better dates so that you're not going to deal with miscommunication or things going to shit when a planet like Mercury or Venus, because we're getting ready to go through a Venus retrograde too. Venus enters its pre-retro shadow November 18th, and it stations to go retrograde December 19th. That's right. Christmas during a retrograde, Venus retrograde. That can only be, that'll be interesting. So the year finishes while Venus, the planet of love and money, is retrograde, and the new year starts with the retrograde. It is what it is. So the dates when it's safer to start with somebody new, November 4th through 17th. I know that's a really small window. And then If you don't meet them then I would say March 3rd through April 26th are good times. Good times to reach out, try, start with somebody new. So November 4th, 4th through 17th, or March 3rd through April 26th. And then after that, because of there's another Mercury retrograde going on. If you start a relationship when Mercury is retrograde and it's not retrograde in your chart, expect that whole relationship to be one big miscommunication. Communication problems. Blocking, silent treatment, just dumb shit. Just dumb shit. And you don't want to deal with that. So June 20th till, I'm not sure when, I didn't look past that, but November 4th through 17th, March 3rd through April 26th, and then June 20th through whatever. I mean, after June 20th onward. So those are the better times, given that there's not other things in the going on in the sky. Because my last relationship, the person wouldn't open up emotionally. This was them. They need to open up emotionally. They don't trust because they've been burned before, so they don't trust anyone. And you can't date somebody if there's no trust. How can you have love? You can't have love without trust. So even if you it doesn't matter if you trust them. If they don't trust you because they've been burned before, they're not going to open up, and it's just not going to get to the next level. And I started dating that person during a Mercury retrograde, because when I met him, I was like, I saw him and I was like, oh my God. I was really, really attracted to him. But I should have not reached out during Mercury retrograde, because the whole relationship was just one big silent treatment. Constantly, not talking, getting mad, blocking. It's just, how do you have a relationship like that? You can't date somebody that you can't talk to. And it's one thing to go like 2 or 3 days not talking, but this person will go like, they're happy to go weeks, probably even months if you would let them, of not talking to you. I mean, what is that? You can't date somebody that you don't talk to for weeks or months. It doesn't work. So try to stick within those dates. Unless you have Mercury retrograde in your chart, then it's okay to do it. Meet somebody, start dating somebody during that retro time. Likewise with Venus retrograde. But make sure that there's good communication and that you have the same values. Because I think when I first talked to that person, Venus and Neptune were square in the sky. And what do you get when Venus is square Neptune? Rose-colored glasses. You see somebody, you go, oh, they're good looking, and you get pulled in by the looks, and yeah, it's a hot mess. So keeping those dates in mind. Leo is next. I hope I've covered everything. If this does the signs that popped out for you all. Leo, Scorpio, Sag, and Pisces were heavy in this read, just so you know. So it could be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or yours. All right, Leo is next. Jesus, we went to 23 minutes. Okay, this will take forever to upload. But anyway, Aries, thanks again. Love you guys, and I will see you all next read.